J-Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Happy holidays, day after Christmas. I hope everybody got some nice presents. And this review is coming at the perfect time. It's not only the Best Man holiday, but it's the Best Man final chapters. And this is for episode 1. They have now brought back the Best Man franchise, for those who don't know, as a series, and it is on the Peacock app. So if you don't have the Peacock app, then you need to check that out, because that right there now has a good show on there. They did also have Bel Air, so if you might have not seen Bel Air, you now have at least 2 shows on Peacock worth checking out. And if you get it, you could watch it in at least a month and maybe only pay the 1 month or get the free trial. You know how we do. And if you there, you may find some other stuff you like. So hopefully it's all, worth it for you. This is the show Best Man, the final chapters. I did watch episode 1, and if you do not have a Peacock subscription at all, you can watch episode 1 for free. And so I'm doing a review for episode 1. I'm gonna break it down, give you my first reaction, and then of course I'm gonna go ahead and give it a MOSCO, which is my rating system that I use for TV and movies. So we go ahead and get that started. Before we do, shout out to Dame Dollar in the building. You say the Moverse, that's what's up. That's what we call this. Everybody, welcome to the Moverse. J1s, that's the people been down since day 1. And JAYMOOREREVIEWS, he hitting them all. That's what's up. Boy, I appreciate it. Inga, what's up, sis? Happy holidays. How you doing? I hope you had good holidays, sis. And Samara, what's up? How you doing? I hope everything was good for you for the holidays as well. And I hope everybody that's watching live as well as on the replay, I hope you all have a happy new year as well. All right. So we come into the Best Man, the final chapters. Everybody's older and they're about 50, pushing 50. He even say it when it starts off, aka Tay Diggs. He's kind of doing a narration and talking about what's going on and a couple of updates. One of the things that it does when it first comes on is does a little flashback montage of what happened in the first movie as well as the second movie. Get everybody caught up to speed. And so now we see that now Tay Diggs, aka Harper, is a successful writer and speaker and doing well. And we see now that they want to make his first book, which was what the first movie was about, into a movie. And so everybody's excited. In his little circle, basically, his kids are growing up, and his wife, they still together, and so he's telling everybody. Of course, a little worried about telling Lance, a little trepidation. Now, if you remember, when we last left off with the, what is it, the second movie. Q, although he did sleep with my beautiful Panamanian sister, with her fine self, although they did sleep together, he was on the phone saying he's about to get married. Now, We didn't know at the time who he was going to get married to or if he was getting married or whatever. And it is kind of weird that they are acknowledging and having a time jump in the show, but picking up kind of right where it left off with him about to get married. Let me get a little bit of my naughty water, a little bit of agua. That's what happened when you go live. So with that being said, without nitpicking on that, maybe whoever he was getting married then it fell through. Hell, it's Q, baby. It's Q. And for those who don't remember or not familiar, Q is played by Terrence Howard. So we later find out it's not going to be Shelby, my beautiful, beautiful Panamanian sister. Shout out to Panama. Mi familia. Anyway, so we find out, though, that he's going to be getting married to Nicole Ari Parker. So, you know, that's going to be something because she's a character now as well. Now, although we've seen Taye Diggs as successful now and writing the books and things like that and being recognized and having the success that he wanted, he's still got insecurities. And he's kind of worried about approaching Lance, and he's waiting till the right time. Now, we see that Terrence Howard is having a wedding in like the Caribbean, and everybody's invited except for Shelby, who we later saw extremely beautiful still. I mean, damn, she still got it, but you know, black don't crack. She on the Real Housewives. She's a star now on the Real Housewives. She chopping it up with Andy. We done seen her go crazy when she found out that Q was getting married. She even went to his office, told some stuff up. It was very funny, the little, you know, scenes when she found out, jumped out the car, all of that stuff. So I like it. And now we see that Nicole Ari Parker is going to be a hell of a character too. Now, one thing I like about this episode is it did give us a little more background on the characters. We learned that Q, because we didn't really know what he did for a living and what he was about really, is part of a real estate empire that he and his father run. And Nicole Ari Parker is going to be the face of the new, you know, real estate empire. Now, she's supposed to be some, you know, actress, multi-hyphenate, model, all of these things. They call her the unicorn. So, you know, Dame Kenny say Quentin got a lot of DJ in him, man. Hey, look here, man. Hey, look here, man. They call me Q, man. I'm about to go ahead and marry that unicorn, man. Hey, giddy up, baby. Giddy up, baby. Hey, they call me the unicorn. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get some of that, man. Who in charge? Who in charge? They call me DJ, man. They call me DJ, man. And it's funny because they were both on Empire together. So they kind of reconnect here on this show. We back together, man. Hey, I run this empire, man. They call me Q, man. I'm the Q. It's time to get married, baby. It's time to get married, man. I got this empire. She about to be the face of the empire, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's do it here, man. All right, now. Who in charge, baby? Who in charge? So, this was good. I like how they showing everybody kind of maturing, except, and I don't know, I'll leave it up to you guys to decide, but Lance, in the few years since his wife has died and he's retired, he been dealing with it with a lot of pousade on the side. He been slanging that sausage everywhere he go, and the ladies are loving it. Now, let me ask you all this. You could put a 1L or a 2L. 1L meaning Lance. Is it mature, or is it wrong, rather, I should say, or bad, whatever you want to call it? Is it not good for a single man to be promiscuous and slanging that D? Put a 1 if it's not good. Put a 1 if it's not good. 1L. Put a 2L if it's okay. He's single. He's not having kids, although when they did talk to him, he did say that he straps up about 90%. I mean, well, like 85. Well, 75. 70% of the time. 70% of the time, I'm strapping up. So, I don't know. I think I'm 50-50 on it, to be honest with you. And here's why I say that. Because if a person is not spiritual or religious, or don't believe in the Bible or believe in God, because people pick and choose what they believe or not believe, then I don't see a problem with it. If you're not hurting people and you want to live that life, and that's just how you live, I don't see that that's a problem. Now, if you are spiritual and you believe in a higher being, then maybe you don't believe that that's a good way to live your life. So maybe you won't be so promiscuous, and it's not a good thing. I think that's basically how you should. I think that's how I view it. Should he be strapping up more and getting a vasectomy? Yeah. But if he did both of those and slept with all the women, because Lance come out smashing 2 stallions when they come up in there, stalliones. Then, woo, the limo driver, female at the Bahamas where they was, OMG, in the back seat of the Jeep. Let's have an episode. And then I can see the woman that's the director at the hotel is just waiting. She already, boy, ooh la la. So, I don't know. Let's see what people think. We got Miss Jocelyn with the 1L. She say it ain't no good if you're slinging D in the hood. Dame Dollar 2L if he's safe and honest. That's what I'm saying. I mean, depends if you take out the spirituality of it. If a person's safe and honest, if you're a spiritual person, then you know it is what it is. People pick and choose what they believe and not believe in life. So, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know who to say is what. I mean, what I may believe and not believe, the next person may think is foolish. So, that's why we got that freedom. But I know one thing, Lance, he's exercising his freedoms quite well. And I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at ya. So we see he got people there to help massage some things. All right. And I've been having back problems lately. This was very inspirational. It's got me considering getting a masseuse for my health and well-being. So I really like that. And he was very generous. He asked them, did they have any aches and pains that may have needed to be worked out? But the brothers, they declined nicely. Nevertheless, we see everybody ends up going to the little, wedding slash bachelor party. I mean, I guess he's not really having one, but everybody's flown out there for like a week. And it seems that it was going to go right at first until we see that the tension is starting to build up with Tay Diggs more and more not telling, Lance what's going on. And when he finally does tell him, we see that sometimes it's best to get stuff out. He should have probably said it when they was in the hotel room with the toings. Anyway, one thing I will say is that everybody looks great, especially for the age difference. Only person I will say that looks really kind of different is Nia Long. She still look beautiful, but I can tell it is a little difference with her look versus some of the others. And Terrence Howard is also, when they do the up close, you can start to see a little bit of the aging with Terrence Howard. But for the most part, I mean, everybody in their 50s, pushing 50, over 50 a little bit. And I think they all look great. And, Nia Long still pulling them because while she's there, she's single. She's no longer with the white guy anymore that she was with in the second episode. But we got Big Chocolate over here, Chocolate Mousse, on the prowl. And he over here spotted her by herself. He over here taking pictures. Tried to come and holler at her. She was mad they didn't have the fish that she wanted. And she wanted some swordfish. And he said, I ain't got no swordfish, but I got some sword that I can stick in a fish. How about that? Can I cut some of the fish? Fresh fish? And so she politely turned him down. She said, all right, I appreciate it, but put your sword back in the pocket, and we'll talk later. And so when he saw her again, he trying to be a little photographic journalist and took a few pictures. And she was like, did I give you permission? So he said, well, no, but, you were so beautiful. I hate to see you come, but I love to see you go. Some corniness like that. And she was like, is that right? So he said he gonna let her see the picture when it's developed. He been slowly trying to reel her in, and she been giving him the cold shoulder. And he kind of called her out even on the next time they saw her, saying, you two all in your work, baby girl. You're gonna have to go ahead and let Dexter St. Jock help you take a load off. But she gave him the cold shoulder, but when she walked away, she was like, all right, chocolate. So he is warming her up. We'll see. Another thing we later see is that Q's father is a mess. He's funny. I get into what he's gonna be talking about. But one thing with Lance, I think that, and here's my prediction from the first episode. No, I have not seen all the other episodes. Full disclosure, I don't have Peacock subscription yet, but I will be getting it because of this show. So my predictions, and I believe you can watch all the episodes right now, but I'm not sure. I think Lance gonna fall in love with her. She is very beautiful. She cool as hell. She the only one that ain't been throwing it at him because everybody been throwing it at him. And she see that he does know how to catch. He's an excellent receiver. Even though he played running back, he loved when they throw him back. He even said it, hey, man, I be trying to keep Mia and think about Mia until they start throwing it back. And then they be like flexible and bending it and thinking it. Woo! Oh, yeah, what were we saying? So I think that she gonna really get him out of that mode because we saw he was sitting there looking at the moonlight. It was beautiful. And he was thinking about Mia. And the way he's working through it is working through it 2 legs at a time. But she walked up and it seemed like she understood what he was going through. He appreciated it. And it seemed like it was good. Shoni said, I just finished the whole series, so it is available to watch the whole series. That answers the question. Like I say, I don't have a Peacock subscription. Shoni 12, please, no spoilers. But I think that it is a good show so far, at least the first episode. And I will be going ahead to get the Peacock subscription. Now, one thing that was a little annoying and getting on my damn nerves was that I can't even remember his damn name in the middle, but Q picked Tay Diggs as the best man, and all the guy in the middle, what the hell is the guy in the middle name? Please let me know. That's the thing, when I go live, I can't necessarily get all this stuff, but that's why it's great to have you guys in the audience watching, because you guys are just great and know all that stuff for me. Hold on, let me take a swig. Keisha Charmaine, thank you, sis. Yes, Merch. Merch is the guy in the middle, and Merch was getting on my damn nerves talking about some, yeah, the best man would do this. The best man would do that. If I was the best man, yeah, I should be the best. Dude, really? Calm down. You know what I mean? He done brought a little bit of edibles. Q don't get high no more. And he was all shocked. This dude trying to get his money back. Really? Like, who gonna get their money back from the weed man? Hey, look here, man. I got these edibles and I got a receipt. You know what I mean? Can I bring it back? Like, come on, man. You better just save them for the next time your ass ready to tweak. But he getting on my nerves, and I'm glad that the beautiful, 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 I love me some Regina Hall checked his ass at dinner at the end. Like, will you leave that alone? Is you trying to marry him or what? Like, damn. All you talk about is best man this, best man that. Like, what the hell going on up in here? Y'all trying to be what she say, Q merch? He put it together. She like, oh, okay, so you've been putting thought behind that. His ass always doing something stupid. Anyway, he corny, cornball. And so we see one person that I did enjoy a character was Q's father. He was funny as hell. I like when they met him and how he went down the line and basically called everybody out on they mess. You married a stripper, didn't you? Oh yeah, you the one wrote that book on that bud. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Football Star. Sorry about your loss. How you working through that, son? Coochie, sir. Lots of coochie. That's the best way. That's the best way. All right. Woo. So later we see that they have at the end of the episode when Pops he talking about their empire and what's about to happen. with the new marriage and he happy and all of that, we see that she is kind of a little bit out there. She got up there to talk, you know, what's her name? Alexi Armani. What in the world? She got a hell of a name. Her name is what is her name? I'm trying to think of her damn name too. Y'all will let me know. But anyway, she's there talking about, yeah, when I was winning a Tony or winning a Grammy, Ziamara, Keisha Charmaine, my girl, Ziamara. Yeah. So when I won the Academy Award and the Grammy and the Tony, everybody's sitting there like what? Like, okay, somebody is full of themselves. So they talking and everybody at their little award situation. And then before that happened, when they were sitting at the at that little bar, that's when Taye Diggs decides to finally tell Lance, hey, they making a movie about my first book. And so when Lance was sitting there, he say, all right, that's cool. You know, no problem. And I mean, what was he supposed to say, I guess? I mean, does he have a right to say anything? The book been out for damn near 20 years now, over 20 years. It's his book. Y'all supposedly squashed all of that in the second movie. But I guess a lot of feelings were coming back, and it kind of showed that in the scenes after that, yeah, he is kind of cool with it. But as he was sitting there, seeing the marriage, seeing the talk, the toast, all the beautiful things, the memories, it started coming back. Then with the movie coming back, it was going to bring back other memories. Instead of him probably thinking of it as a positive, as a way that her memory will live on forever, and having somebody great play that role, he in the moment, and he's under the influence, and they even showed this with the transposed image to kind of show us what he was thinking without taking us out of that scene, which I thought was pretty cool. And I like that use of, camera effects. That was pretty cool. And so we saw right here when he had hair, he was in love, young in love, and all of those things. And so he was hurt. And when he got back at the table, he was ready to pretty much start some ish. And so they were sitting here and they little, I don't know what you call them, man. They probably gonna go live in the yurt. He talking about he about to go move to India, and he gonna live half his life in India and half his life in Colorado, half the year. And Taye Diggs been tripping about that ever since he heard that, like towards the middle of the episode. And so while he's at the table talking about, man, I don't know what's up with Q, I think he might be making a bad decision, possibly rushing into some things with this lady, this, that, and the other. Here it comes where now Lance is pissed. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, man, here you go, basically. You always trying to get in the middle of somebody's happiness. Like he told him, if he happy, you should support it. And so he's saying, man, I am trying to support it, but that's my boy. I'm trying to look out for him. And so Lance started getting loud and kind of started a little mini scene, walked away, kind of left a little doodle burger on the table. And so it was a little stale, especially since they damn near right there in front of, Q and his wife while they sitting there talking. So they kind of all play it off cool. Next thing you know, that's when she told him, Regina told Merch to chill out with all that best man crap. Do you want to hit it? You know what I mean? You trying to be his boo? What's up with you and this best man every 5 minutes? What the best man would do this, that, what the best man would do that. And so she walk away from the table, and now it's starting to look a little weird. All these people getting up, walking away upset. And of course he come and say, Q, what you do? He like, hey, I ain't do nothing. That right there. So anyway, that's pretty much the end of the episode until we see, oh my goodness gracious. I know I'm biased because she Panamanian, and that's my peeps, but good grief. She is still beautiful, if not more beautiful than ever. Shelby walked in the room, turning heads, and I mean, first of all, she wasn't invited. She ain't supposed to be there. Q and her got history. You already know she messy. That's her whole situation. And Nicole, Ari Parker, and Shelby, they about to have some beef. Q, he gonna be weak in the knees because the look on his face. I mean, and she dropped dead gorgeous, grown woman status right there. And so, hey, I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the show. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm getting older, but I still think she looked just as beautiful as ever. I mean, I like grown woman status, dressed nice, looking good. And not that all the other women ain't looking good as well, but she came in trying to shut stuff down. And by the look at his face, I think she definitely threw that monkey wrench right where she wanted to, in the balls. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and break down what I thought about the episode with my rating system. All right, before I do, let me go ahead and get to the voices. What's up, voices, for the super chat? I appreciate it. Happy holidays. This is the first super chat of the holiday for me. After Christmas, I guess. Christmas. I wasn't live Christmas. So I'll take this as a Christmas present, and I'll play a video for your support. So here's a quick video.
Jesus Christ!
Who's your friend? Oh, do you find me sexy? Oh, look at my titties.
Oh, my titties! Ha!
All right, now it's time for the Mosco, and I'm going to break it on down what I thought about this episode. All right, the Mosco is my rating system I developed. Real simple. I use it to rate movies, TV shows, 4 simple categories, 25 points each category, giving you a score of 100. You can always break it down to decimal point to get you a score of 1 to 10. So first off, we got visual cinematography. They use top-notch cameras. I think that it was very good how they used when they transposed the thoughts in his head while he was there. That was nice. A couple of ways that they showed the island and him with the ladies and different things. I like it. And on a score of 0 to 25, I would give it a 20. Now, as far as storyline and plot, I do like the storyline. This first episode was very good. I like how people's lives have progressed, and it definitely has me interested in wanting to watch the second episode. Had I had the subscription already, I may have watched it. So with that being said, I'm gonna give this a 20 as well. Special effect, makeup, costumes. It's not a special effect driven show. The ladies do use makeup and everybody wearing costumes because that's what everybody wears in movies and TV. But I think everybody is dressed nice and looks good and appropriate for the time and age. Nothing spectacular, but I will give it a 20 as well. And last but not least, entertaining fun factor. I was entertained. I enjoyed it, and I had a few, laughs, and it was entertaining. And I want to watch more of it. I will give it a 20 as well in that category, which brings it to a total MOSCO of 80. Okay, you can always take off a decimal point, and that gives you a score of 1 to 10, an 8. Okay, I give it an 8 out of 10 or an 80. Now, I always give a 0.5 margin of, discretion. So if you say it's an 8.5 or a 7.5, I can see a case being made for either of those. With that being said, I enjoyed it. I think you will too, and I think that you should check it out, at least the first episode. And if you would like that, then maybe get the Peacock subscription for at least 1 month. Check it out, and while you got it, hell, check out the Bel Air. I don't know what deals Peacock has or doesn't have, but a lot of times these things have free, promotions, whether it's a week, a month, whatever the case. So check it out. See how that worked for you. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll be back to break down episode 2. So with that being said, I hope everybody had a happy holiday. Shout out to the voices for giving me that super chat. It really does help. I really do appreciate it. Everybody have a happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace. And we out of here. Deuces.